Hello fly tires. Coming to the vise today is one of my go-to streamers called the Flash and Grab. I tie these guys from size 1 down to size 6. I do the 1s with 5.5 millimeter eyes, the 2s with 4.8 millimeter eyes, and then the 4s and 6s, which is what I've got here, with the 4 millimeter eyes. Today I'm doing a mini version. This fly is great for bright day conditions, good on small streams or when the bigger waters are low and clear. So I'm grabbing my 90-degree 904F jig hook. Get this guy secured in the vise. Got some 140 cream colored thread. I'm going to lay down my thread base. And then next we will secure our eyes. Notice I'm leaving myself a pretty good gap on the front there to tie the fly off. It's easy to get too close to that 90-degree turn. Alright, I always like to just turn, make sure those eyes are level before we proceed. So my first layer of material, and we're going to use a bunch of this, is pearl Kreelex. I'm going to grab a small bunch, and then this is going to get folded over my thread for my tail. And this is going to extend out the back about 2 shank lengths. Maybe even a little more depending on how long you want it to be. And then for the body, we're going to go ahead and grab a little more of this. And we're just going to tie this in by the tips. Tie it right back to the tail. And then this is going to get palmered forward for the body. Just a little thin flash material to cover that up. And then the remainder of this flash is going to be tied in for my throat after I double the collar. And for the collar, we're going to be using some ice dub in UV tan. I've just got a little bunch here. Going to make a dubbing loop. I like doing the dubbing loop just because it makes it a little more secure than just dubbing it on the thread, although you could do that if you wanted. So the collar of this is key to giving this fly its final form. Get that tied off. Then we're going to take our pearl Kreelex that was left over from our body and fold that over the thread and wrap it and tie it off behind the eyes. And I just circle those eyes about 4 or 5 times just to get that secured in. And that becomes my throat, and I'm going to run that back just a little past the length of the body. When after I cut it, it's going to flare up. That just gives it a little more action when you strip it through the water. And then we're going to roll it over and finish off our top wing. First layer is going to be some gold Kreelex. Dozen or so of these fibers, which are also going to get folded. And this will get secured right on top. Once I have that secure, I like to just center it and pull it straight up. And then I'm going to measure that off about 1/4 of an inch less than my tail. Make that cut. And then you can kind of flare it around the eyes a little bit. Then I'm going to move my thread forward kind of right into the middle there. And our last one is going to be some copper. Folding that over, tying it right down, a little bit shorter than the wing there of the gold, and spread it out so it's even. Then we're ready to do whip finish. Couple turns there, and then to finish this off, I'm going to use just a UV resin, some thin loon. I like to do just a little drop on top, kind of to soak in around those eyes and hit that thread tie-in point, and then just enough to cover up our head. A little zap. And we have a wrap. Mini flash and grab for clear and bright conditions.